You rocking with PettyBlog.com.
It's your boy Silk D-O-double-G, and you are now watching the Petty Blog.
I can't be on the Petty Blog.
Petty and T. I was so dumb.
Petty.
So they already know that I'm dropping the T. So let's get right into it. DeMonte Tyree Sherrill, a 30-year-old construction worker from North Carolina, went live on Facebook on May 18 at 9:20 a.m. while he was at work in uniform at a construction site and let his Facebook family and friends know that he was currently in South Park at his work site and that the building was on fire and that he could not get out and that it was getting harder and harder for them to be seen in order to be rescued. So no, he was not alone. It was him and his co-worker Ruben Holmes, 58, who had actually just called his boss at 9 a.m. right before the live to alert him as to what was going on. He told me he was on the 6th floor, the building was on fire, and that he couldn't get out. The two were there installing windows and doors in the two new apartment buildings for the past month and were employees of KS Windows and Doors. But yeah, they even screamed for help to the top of their lungs as much as they possibly could, you know, being that it was fuming before DeMonte ended the live.
Yo, I'm at South Park right now at work. The building on fire. And I can't get out. It's getting harder and harder for them to see us. We're gonna have to stand out here, man, so they can see. The building on fire, I'm trapped inside, me and my man. Yo, this building is on fire. I'm at work. Somebody send help. We're at South Park. Help!
And if y'all are wondering why the faces are even blurred out, even though the video clearly isn't even graphic, well, YouTube is a finicky place, especially when it comes to certain bloggers, as some of y'all probably know. So we blurred it just to be safe, but y'all can go and watch the full unedited, unblurred version at our Twitter account, which is at PettyBlog. That's www.twitter.com/PETTEABLOG. That's Twitter at PettyBlog. Now, you probably couldn't tell from the video, but this was a huge, massive fire to where 90 firefighters were actually on the scene. And it turns out that the ones that were trying to find them ended up being trapped on the 6th floor as well, so they had to call a mayday because there was limited visibility.
Some firefighters needed help. 2 firefighters had to be rescued.
That's so crazy. The fire chief stated that this was one of the largest fires Charlotte has ever seen. He said, "We seldom have fires of this magnitude. We haven't had one like this in decades, if ever. It's very rare, not just in Charlotte, but anywhere. To see the flames and the smoke that came out as part of this fire is something that I have never witnessed before, and it reached temperatures of 2,000 degrees.
Well over 2,000 degrees.
Wow. And although there was some confusion at first, being reported that the two were missing and then that they were accounted for, unfortunately they did not make it out, and we hate that this had to happen."
Confusion, but they quickly revised that those 2 workers have been unaccounted for.
DeMonte's family also confirmed this in his comment section. As you can see here, someone wrote, "He didn't make it out, RIP cousin, heartbroken emoji." The cause of the fire is under investigation. Johnson said the fire was accidental and started in a spray foam insulation trailer at the construction site. So far, investigators have not been able to determine what caused the initial spark. 15 other workers were rescued, including a crane operator who was stranded 160 feet in the air for more than an hour with the crane threatening collapse.
Hot ash and debris spreading onto the street.
That's crazy, and they literally did everything right, so we wish that they would have been able to have them rescued. They didn't deserve this. Our thoughts are definitely with DeMonte and Ruben's family at this time, and hopefully they find out what really caused this fire so that it will never happen to anyone ever again.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation.